democracy, radio democracy, radio democracy, for news, views, and entertainment. Radio democracy, radio democracy, radio democracy, for news, views, and entertainment. The true voice of the people. Radio D, to you there's no equal.
Second to none. Radio D, you're still number one.
You are the voice of the voiceless. You are the choice of the voiceless.
Real.
Sure.
Check it out. Check it.
You did teach and preach, but good governance.
Real.
You want to see we country advance. You not get party, stand for democracy. You give everybody a chance.
98.1.
Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. Radio democracy. Radio democracy.
Radio Democracy,
Radio
the true
democracy.
voice of the people.
For news, views, and entertainment.
Radio Democracy 98.1. We believe in no political party. We have no region.
Radio Democracy,
We have no tribe.
the true voice of the people.
We believe not in social or class standing. We believe in democracy. We believe in the rule of law. We believe in good governance. We believe in
Radio
people.
Democracy, the true voice of the people.
A pleasant good morning from a New Englandville studio, and welcome to another edition of the program Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today na Thursday, March 5, 2026. We where they bring this edition come to you this Thursday morning. Me na Saptiyu Kalon.
And Adeyemi Jackson, good morning. Inside the program this morning, the Chief Executive for Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, Chadi Abdul M. Fatoma, say if the Ministry of Health not make the $200 million health agreement, we then sign with the U.S. government available for the public, the organization will carry the ministry na court. The first Minister of Works and Public Assets, Almami Petito Kurma, say it is TINAP for be national chairman of the APC party as part of his commitment for help make the party win the 2028 election. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy will talk about the 300 days of activism where the Ministry of Health they do now and other issues them in the health sector.
Well, this plus other story them do for you inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon. Remember, say you listen we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and Leo Rock Metal Group, the sponsor Radio Democracy, for bringing the program come to you. From we partner radio station them, you they get we live from Radio Shalom 89.5 na Dugu and Falaba District, on Radio Malen 88.5, Radio Wanje 101.3 na Pojon District, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kailau, Vopad Radio na Waterloo, Voice of Sando on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pojon District, Advocacy Radio na Potloko District, Radio Katbame on 106.7 na Tonkolimba, and at FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District. The program na Good Morning Salon, you can be part of them by way I will send you message or comment to the number 077-981-981, or you go to Already Democracy Facebook page and be part of the program on different issues them we'll get to look at inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salon.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue, and inside the program we start to look at issues them. Also, the Chief Executive Officer for the National Public Procurement Authority for the say the authority will take action against any MDA we not give the annual procurement plan before the end of March this year. They talk this is a one engagement with NPPA all. Also, then go give certificate to 32 MDA them. We don't give the annual procurement plan to the authority. I'll be part of this engagement and put these reports together. The program Good Morning Saloon, they continue, and inside the program we they look at another issue. We they go na court. The magistrate Brahma Jan na Pademba Road Court number 1 don deny bail to the Chief Executive Officer for the Duty Lapa Movement Zainab Sharif, where this make 3 term now. From this make we join with reporter Fatou Yanjid Bakba.
Now, so the court compound been turned after a magistrate Chana Pademba Road Court number 1 not been give bail for the 3rd term to the Chief Executive Officer for with Duty Lapa Movement, Zainab Sharif, March 4 this year. And Zainab Sharif been up na court for answer to 2 counts charge when are incitement and threatening language where this day against Salon law. After when don't spend some time na remand, the defendant Zainab Sharif appear back na court Wednesday, March 4 this year. As then they continue the matter, the prosecution team lead the number 1 witness Sheku Ture, were attached at the CID headquarters, and as part of his role as in explain, na for monitor the cyberspace and investigate cyber offense them. Usain say, inside January 31, the cyber team na CID, when they do their everyday work, been search the cyberspace and see one video na born to block Facebook page and Liberty TV. Usai the defendants been talk some word them, where according to police, it not been supposed for say, and this go amount to incitement. And the witness continues say, inside February 1st this year, when be there on duty, and receive one case file for investigate the defendant for the offense them where they be charged the defendant for, will be inside the file. And for continue this investigation, inside February 2nd, the witness and the head of CID, Mr. Aliu Jallo, call the defendants na in line plenty term for invite them na CID. But according to the witness, they not be able to get him, and they try for call him through WhatsApp. They're not still able to get him. We make inside the same day, the witness and other police them been going on the defendant in Os. Na Doika Drive, Kokul Bay na Freetown. And according to the witness, when they reach na the Os, they ask for him. But the neighbor then talk say, Zainab don't pack and left the Os. And after this, the witness talk say, it can difficult for them forget the defendant. We make them write the Salon police media for me then declare a warrant of arrest for the defendant. And this been happening until February 20. Beside the cyber security units been come no say, Zainab Sharif the defendant, then alone a main Godrich Road Freetown. And the investigation team began for go na law, beside then go meet the defendants on 1st floor, and then tell about the warrant of arrest where they get for them. And according to the witness, the defendant tell them say, he see the wanted post na social media, but he be feel say na prank. And then go back na ground floor and order the defendant say for enter inside the police motorcar, but in the night say he not go use the police motorcar and that's na your motorcar in one for use, and they allow him for drive. They go na Lumley police station, and later then go na the CID. Usai then go for go taking statement, but in talk say he not ready for give statement passing lawyer than day. And according to the witness, after 2 hours, 4 Zainab been lawyer them, been gonna CID and then start for take the statement and then push until March 21. Usai then take the full statement before in lawyer them and then read and explain the statement, and the answer say na 2. After when the witness done for give the statement, the lead prosecutor Yusuf Isaac say been tender the statement, the pen drive usai the video been there, the promulgation request and other documents them, and be tender all this na court as exhibits. And after this, encourage them where the lead defense counsel RSE Wright become for cross-examine the witness. Usain asked the witness if in the read the defendant mention anybody in name na the video, and the witness talk say he no go able tell if the defendant mention name. And RSE Wright ask again if the witness been get complainant, we tell the CID say na in the defendant been the talk but inside the video. Then the witness deny. The defense put this and plenty other question them, so the witness na court. And after all this, the defense lawyer RSC Wright been asked for bail for his client, and when they give reason them, when feel say the magistrate for granting client's bail, In talk say, in clients don't spend time and effort for promote woman and life and livelihood na salon. And in say, the word where in client talk inside that video and for promote democracy and in no mean bad. And in continue say, in go be say, people go don't misunderstand in client in statement when in be make inside the video. RSE right continue say, the time wey police go all the defendants na law, na instead driving motorcar for go na police station wey show say in client honest and e no go run away. And sef, in clients na married woman wey get 2 pikin dem. RSC right end up say in clients no well, so in go want for make the magistrate give am bail. After all this, Magistrate Mustapha Bramaja no been give bail to Zainab Sherif and he adjourn the matter to March 11 this year. And this make the woman and her duty labor movement begin cry and talk say they need justice for the CEO Zainab Sherif. This continue as they take the defendants inside the motorcar and carry them go to the female correctional center. And as this matter will come up March 11, Ready Democracy will continue for you now update what how this matter will be inside March 11. For the Society for Ready Democracy and with support from Theodore Arena, Mina Fatunya Ngijibakwa the report.
From now reported the program, Good Morning Salon, they continue. And as we tell now inside this edition of the program, Good Morning Salon today, Radio Democracy will talk to the Minister of Health, Dr. Austin Demby, where they can get updates about different things the way they happen at the health sector and also the 300 days declaration where President Bio be make as they don't start for begin implement them. So at this time, I want to welcome the Minister of Health with we at the studio and inside the program. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the program.
Well, thank you very much. I'm so glad for the art today.
Okay, so the Ministry of Health gets some mandates and some of their mandates now policy formulation. Also, them for develop and implement health policy. They also get the responsibility for regulate by way of them for oversee health services and ensure say standard day in all health delivery and other thing the way for improve the health sector all over the country. How the ministry don't they work with different initiative, project and program them for CC, they improve the health standard we go fit every tier union any side in the na part of the country. The reason why I make we get the minister. Mr. Minister, before we start we'll talk about the 300 days of declaration of President Bio, we'll now also begin for implement. We viewers or audience them need forget update on the things that we don't happen at the Ministry of Health in line with your mandate for improve your work. We now for make sure say health service or health delivery improve and reach to a higher standard. We go meet all Sierra Leone and the any side. So waiting on the happen at the Ministry of Health, we be see so many different initiatives. There will be see the press track will be implement mobile health clinic. We be see also the area of some hospital projects that will be done stall and other concern them we get for do the health sector. Start for the updates in line with waiting the happen at the ministry based on the things that I don't mention.
Well, just a very, very exciting time for Salon. I think you look at from 2 standpoints, how Salon personally feel the changes with the economic health sector, and for also see how Salon stand next to other countries in the region and the continent as a whole. Salon are the one country where for the first time we don't feel say health not to just disease management. The health of the person, the entire person, is critical. And the health of the person is different in health needs different in different stages of in life. From the pregnant woman to the baby reborn, to the toddler, to the adolescent, to the adult, to the senior citizen. So Salon are the first country in the world we don't shift focus from disease to the person and following the life stages. In fact, yesterday I've been to talk to one of my colleagues from Japan, where they say Japan self they adopt the same kind of principle. WHO don't feel say, this is not a rocket science. Why would we not think of this right away? So right now, in fact, all over Africa, they now assign point of contact for able to look at the life stages approach to healthcare delivery. So let's look at what now actually happen at Salon now. We tackle healthcare at every stage, from pregnant women So again, you can look at some of the quality issues around physical infrastructure, about equipment and supplies and staffing complements. All the one in the team where you supposed to use for facilitate health outcomes. Let me look at the health outcomes. That's a good marker. We are able to reduce maternal mortality by over 70%. 70% over a very short period of time. We are able to reduce infant mortality by over 30%. We are able to expand vaccination coverage for over 95% of the population over the past 5 years consistently. We are able to introduce new antigens, including the malaria vaccine, including the human papillomavirus vaccine, including the mpox vaccine, including a lot of other vaccines, as we expand coverage. Looking at the facilities, we don't find out, say, when you look at life-saving situations, for depend on power, we're not reliable. So as a nation, we agree for go green.
Okay.
We get 1,600 facilities in the country. We believe that by 2030, we will get about 2,000 facilities. So we focus now how you go able to get energy independence in all 2,000 facilities between now and 2030. Right now, we don't get about 380 facilities. In the last year alone, we don't completely transition, including 18 of 19 hospitals. We don't completely transition to independent solar energy solutions.
Okay.
So again, you see then changes and you see are reflected in the health outcomes. We looking at staffing and staffing complements. First time we train only about 30 doctors a year. Now we don't change the whole system. Last year we graduate about 90 doctors. This year we graduate about 200 doctors. Next year about 350 doctors. As we graduate them, we create proper landing zone for them. A lot of the hospitals that we will get, they've been built in the 60s and the 70s. First, the physical space limited, the population with them they serve limited. The population they expand, technology don't move on. So as we do this, we build newer facilities with modern amenities. We go make sure, as you train the doctor, then they land in a very good zone where they're able to use their craft. At the same time, with not only the new doctor that will be trained, the older doctor that will get, the more experienced doctor that will get, you send them go overseas for specialist training. The return rate extremely low. So what you don't do now, for able to get a residency program here, where they allow residents for training here and take the board exams for West Africa, and able to practice their art here. Right now we get over 120 residents in different disciplines, from OBGYN, surgery, psychiatry, a lot of different disciplines. Then they train and now for provide services. So we make market improvements.
So, Mr. Minister, the issue of the things where you don't highlight, transition of hospital, going green for better electricity supply, and another one, actually, outside the different improvements here that take place in the Salone health sector, because still concerning from the citizen of the basic needs, access to hospital, getting there, you meet other they attend to you on time, meet doctor on duty. So all the entire way to highlight, Mr. Minister, also exactly did happen and why people still get concerned of the basic.
It's really important to get out there, and have a balanced view of what's going to go on. Now, if you go now, any of the major hospitals, Kailaon, McKinney, Kabbalah, Connaught, PCMH. In fact, if you go Connaught, right now, if Port Lockhart use about 500 megawatts, 500 kilowatts power for run the city. Connaught get 1.2 megawatt solar energy for run all of the equipment. If you go there, you don't need to believe me, just go there and see what's happening. Connaught get an oxygen factory on the premises we not only pump oxygen directly into the ICU, but then get cylinder them, large cylinder them, medium-sized cylinder, small cylinder them, where you're able to inflate and then she'll say, you never need electricity for it.
Okay.
So I think it's important for go out there and see what's going to happen. We just opened one of the best hospitals them, now the whole sub-region.
Mr. Minister, still on the issue of solarization, the government hospitals, is it that this green energy, they target major hospitals? Because I go put out to you, say, there are hospitals within the capital city.
Please, it's fair for listen to it. I say we get 1,600 facilities in the country. 1,600. With the hope, say by 2030, we will get 2,000 facilities. So right now, what should they try for do? Now for improve the energy as we go. Right now, 380 of the facility, including 18 hospitals, are fully solarized.
There are 18 hospitals that are outside.
How many times have I answered the
So,
question? I don't tell you, say 18 of the 19 major hospitals. You go Kailaon Hospital, you
say Kailaon, Kavala, PCMH.
If you come PCMH and all are doing, then get solar solution. If you go Koinadugu, then get. If you go Kono, then get. Again,
so
18 of the, you know what's happening? We get a compact with FCDO, the British organization. We walk through a group, several groups them as vendor them, yeah? FCDO then tells you this is not the last tranche of money where then they put towards this. But if you go to the facility there, you go see them. Again, I don't,
So in line with this issue of the solarization of some key hospitals, the way you don't mention, let's look at what it takes for let them work effectively and all the time where they need it. The issue of solarization gets to do with charger control, battery stores for excess power, and in case there is not enough sun. Is it that they are just there, but when you go, you will get issue of lights not there, lights go?
It really important.
Because we don't get cases where people like out concern say, I go, for example, in a Connaught Hospital, the issue of lights on and off.
When was that?
And all of that. As recent as it is, Mr. Minister.
Let me tell you what's
so
happening.
how did solarization they work exactly?
Let me tell you what's happening in Connaught, yeah. This is a well thought out national initiative. A well thought out national initiative. There's several components to it. First, you look at the solar panel then. Second, you look at the inverters. Third, you look at the storage capabilities. The fourth component, how you go link this to the grid. Yeah? So now Connaught, they not only get the solar power where they capture the sun, they also get the storage capacity. It also links to the grid, such that if Boku sunlight not there, when the power they come, when the extra power they come, it help to charge the batteries. What you don't do now, instead of you connect to extra directly and begin switch back and forth, all of the energy requirement for Connaught, they go through the solar system. The good advantage of that now, the power now they fluctuate. They blow up fuses, they blow up components them, and you get very, very delicate equipment inside it. The other thing we don't do now, then also not to technology they dump on the side. We don't create a new cadre of health professionals, medical technicians, where they understand and learn about solar, where they look at repair, where they look at preemptive action, not they wait for letting them broke down first. Then they go inside it and they do preemptive at a national scale. That's what's going on. It's exciting.
Still on the issue of solarization, Mr. Minister, there is an hospital, the under 5 hospital, Upgon, and they benefit from the solar system. The solar system, they regulate them because they're not able to stop power for 24 hours.
So, again, what you they look at, they get an assessment of the hospital and capabilities, yeah? There's no point in going to put a 1.2 megawatt solar power now, McKinney or Kenema, yeah? It's not too much power, yeah? So you get for look, what's in the kind of equipment and we didn't get it. Then get sterilizer, then get x-ray machine, then get theater, then get light bulbs, then get air conditioner. You do all of an assessment for see what's in the energy requirement. With the assessment of the energy requirement, what you do now, you say, what's in the kind of solution where you bring candidate with a small percentage margin. Yeah, such that if they want to bring new equipment, you don't get to go rebuild the whole solar system. So again, that's a work in progress. I think say we for learn, for celebrate, then.
But this now speak to where Beloma they go for deliver,
yes.
And sometimes at night the solar knocking they in full operation. And you mentioned say the solar system now one way they will run 24 hours.
Yes, yes. So we're going make the solar not meet in capacity, right? Again, several things they were at play. Again, I don't want to take a specific site. We can go there and audit and find out what's going to go wrong. Yeah. The first time we installed 800 kVA, now one of the big hospitals in there, some people then go bring their freezer and also go plug it inside it. Yeah. You remember when we get a big crisis where we get to go inside it and look through the whole system. We get some side and we then they give them solar energy as corporate social responsibility from neighboring mini-grid farmland. The uptake, the peak what they use in them places, it go above what you use in our normal facilities. So again, not a one event, not a process. We install them, we get for follow-up on them, we get for training people, or we get for monitor them. And again, in a nice little note, say if something not work, we know in advance, we'll go out and fix it. Yeah. Again, I don't get this gotcha kind of situation.
Mr.
Because it's a problem, ready for fix up.
Mr. Minister, the reason why they emphasize so much on this solar energy and the issue of food on see outside where they get concern from people where they go for the service in hospital. For example, picking go the inside incubator, then tell you say lights go. I believe say you have the any story, then somebody go there on operation or patients go there on operation. Mr. Minister, don't get concerned them for say PCMH or Connaught Hospital. People go there on duty during time of operation or baby go there inside incubator. At the end of the day, light go and say generator not get failed. So the reason why they emphasize on this. So now you go confirm and make a clear say the over 15 hospital the whole day on solarization now 24-hour electricity supply.
Waiting for make you provide a solar solution when a partial solution.
Because they supply light during the day when it's sunrise.
No. Again, I don't try to spend a moment to explain how the thing they work.
So is it a 24-hour supply?
Listen. The three components of the solar. You want photovoltaic cells where they capture the sun. Inverter where they convert it into energy. Storage with a battery. Yeah? The storage means if you store enough energy inside it, light or no light during the net, you for able to get enough energy for supply the needs.
So like how many hours is solar able for last for if you get enough charging?
Again, I tell you, say we get a range from about almost 5-10 kVA to 1.2 megawatt.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on the size of the facility, depending on the needs of the facility, depending on the equipment at the facility.
Like for Cottage Hospital, we benefit from the solarization. How many hours, or is it 24 hours the solar supposed for the on, or again specific hours with the solar for the on?
PCMH, now seminal center for this country.
Okay.
They get the highest number of deliveries in this country. The baby they know they determine when they for come. So you get for ready for 24 hours availability.
Okay.
So a place like PCMH and all are doing 24-hour electricity from multiple sources, from the grid, from the solar solution, and standby generator. But you don't need any of that where you get a truly functional solar system. Again, I think you need for trust the system, and again, I think it's really important for go out there and verify the NCSO, because again, that's now they work on, that's now they see. It's not fine for the people, and they do their very, very best in extremely difficult circumstances. Then we the second guess them, because again, go to PCMH today and see what's in the happen. We get a standby 600 kVA generator on wheels where we can move, go inside for backup. But we don't need them.
So,
because then facility get energy. All we need for do now for let people and not go bring them freezer, go begin cold water, they go begin make beer for sell. That now we have to pay attention to.
so aside of the solarization, we don't get enough detail on. Take we listen at them through the other important aspect of a hospital in terms of meeting its standard. When somebody go to hospital, if you meet a doctor, always ready and available for whatever concern you get. Talk about hygiene wise. You get for meet functional equipment like oxygen and emergency care tools. Which you go say in line with NTR. Wait for make salon people say yes, the health sector don't do well.
So there are two things you have to look at. First, access. Yeah. Access. Now I don't say we get about 1,800 facilities, 1,600 facilities in the country, spread evenly on a scatterground. We say 85% of the population get access to a facility within a 5-kilometer radius. That's a given.
Salon population, you mean?
Now, Liberia, they talk
no,
about
because the reality is if you can't care about hospital, yeah, for example.
You want an opinion or you want fact?
No,
data?
the fact also, we said don't do your own findings and research. So we have to make
the source of your finding. And they tell you, say, 85% of the population get access to a facility within a 5-kilometer radius. Fact. Which are they say now? The follow-up now. You don't create access. The next thing we're critical for do, now for create quality behind the access. So what you they do now for build that quality behind the access. The quality come in 4 major domains. One, not physical infrastructure, where they mean electricity, water, cleanliness, space for let people and want for good. Now one thing on it. The second for quality, not staffing and staffing complements. That means that you forget the right skill set, the right skill balance, and the number of staff them we suppose for the facility. The third, now supply chain, for ensure that the commodities and data when they're supposed for data in the quantity required. The fourth, now drugs. Okay. So what you do on a national scale now for begin push then quality indicators systematically across the country. Now that they go on. So we'll get everything just get sorted right away. If you go now, you go look at one facility, you see something wrong.
Okay.
Now a process. What will you go through?
Mr. Minister,
to fix a problem.
Listening to you, most of the transformation where they take place, they happen mostly in the major hospitals across the country. And they come, Mr. Minister, what about the areas of the PHUs, the CHUs as well? What's not they happen there?
But you go find as we talk to your audience, let me really listen to each other. Yeah, I don't tell you say. Now this country, 85% of the population get access to a facility within a 5-kilometer radius. The bulk of the one day, not PHU them. The bulk of that in a PHU because again, the hospital are now only about 35 or 40 hospitals. Yeah, you get about 16, 17 district hospitals. The rest of them in a community health center and primary health care units.
They talk in terms of accessing quality service and then PHU and CHU then there.
Yeah, well, now that will say, what's in a quality? I don't spend the last 2 minutes to explain what's in a quality. Quality, now for ensure say the physical infrastructure, they in place. Secondly, for ensure say you get the staffing and staffing complements. Third, you ensure say the commodities and supply chain they intact. Fourth, you get the drugs. Now that one day we try for do systematically throughout the country.
Anyway, you they go for the service here for yourself. Like if you're sick, you get a medical problem, you they go na any of Salo Hospital as a minister.
A day.
So you they ever go access the service here? You they Salo, yes, but to know people they are waiting get medical issue, they fly out.
And they use the services.
When last you go hospital you can go.
This now again I think say just let me be.
Okay, we go for a break. Continue for the week. We need a break, sir.
No. I think that you need a break. This
no, the program in format. So we'll go for a break.
It's not right, fair. Again, I tell you say, and they utilize the services where already Dr. Kaba, Nainami doctor, yeah? I'm a personal physician, Nani. He did triage me around the different doctors. Me medical condition, now me medical condition. And they use the services here. That's enough for you.
Well noted. Continue for the way to Mr. Minister. Will they go for a break after
This
that? The
is
program, they continue.
The Ministry of Transport and Aviation and the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority (SLRSA) no gladdy for the way and manner where certain people where they use the road they behave. Driver and rider them more the time where traffic can jam. Plenty pan them more keke rider them all the time they ride na the wrong lane where they make the traffic number flow fine. The SLRSA they member all driver, rider and vehicle owner them say for use the route where you no get right for use. Now serious offense under the Road Traffic Act 2007 and the Road Traffic Regulation 2011. Now the routes or lane where they approve no more you for use. You for obey the sign them, marking and traffic instruction them. Make sure say you safe and the one themselves where they use the road safe. Now the Ministry of Transport and Aviation will join on with the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority SLRSA and all who that they undertake and transport business bring this message to you.
The program now Good Morning Salon, they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and we bring today edition of the program. My name Adeyemi Jackson.
And it's up to you, Kalon.
We still get the Minister of Health, Dr. Austin Debbie, we do between the studio as a day for talk about the 300 days activism where the ministry and government don't put together. When we come back to you, we can talk more on that. The program, they continue inside the program, they look at another issue. The Chief Executive Officer for the National Public Procurement Authority for the Corner say the authority will take action against any MDA will not agree for give the annual procurement plan before the end of March this year. They talk this is one engagement with NPPA all who side and go give certificate to 32 MDA them we don't give the annual procurement plan to the authority. I'll be part of this engagement and put these reports together. The 2016 National Public Procurement Act and the 2020 Procurement Regulation make provision for make ministry, department and agency them for give annual procurement plan to the National Public Procurement Authority. With this plan, they show the activity where MDA they want to do, the thing them where they want to buy, and the reason why they want to buy them thing them here. But inside the past year them, one challenge where the National Public Procurement Authority don't they face now that plenty MDA them not be the agree for give them procurement plan where report shows say responsible for the plenty concern them where the audit reports don't they raise but issue them we get for do with procurement now public office them. Because of this, make some time back inside this year, the National Public Procurement Authority be put out notice who said they ask MDA them for give the annual procurement plan for 2026 for show appreciation to institution them. We don't give them procurement plan for 2026. Make the National Public Procurement Authority don't go give certificate to 32 out of 140 MDA them where they operate in the country. Among the institution them, we be receive certificate from the National Public Procurement Authority, now Office of the Chief Minister, Ministry of Political and Public Affairs, NACIT, Ministry of Works and Public Assets, University of Salone, College of Medicine and Allied Health Science, IPAM, and other one them. Where they talk, the head of communication and National Public Procurement Authority talk about waiting the procurement plan they bought and how important this plan be to their work.
Procurement planning is key in public sector procurement process. Without procurement planning, there will be no transparency, no value for money, and no accountability. So we are here today to commend ministries, departments, and agencies for complying with the Public Procurement Act of 2016 and its regulations 2020.
Inside in your talk, the Chief Executive Officer for the National Public Procurement Authority for the corner say procurement plan and budget they go together and say MDA therefore make sure say their procurement plan they in line with their budget so that they go able to achieve their goal.
This meeting is first of its kind because we have realized that the most fundamental aspect of procurement is planning. And procurement planning is interconnected to budget execution and also budgetary planning. So for years, we have not been able to establish strong correlation between budget planning and procurement planning and at the end in terms of budget execution. But given the posture of the Ministry of Finance in ensuring that budget execution is highly compliant these days, the procurement planning has been demanded to scale up. Budget plans are derived from approved budgets, and those plans has to comply with the legal requirements in terms of format and in terms of packaging.
For the corner continue for talk about waiting the authority, don't they do for CC, ministry, department and agency them, give them procurement plan.
So every year, the Ministry of Finance and the National Public Procurement Authority organizes programs that will enhance the efficiencies of procurement planning. Over the years, this program has gone on. However, there have been significant challenges. The level of compliance from MDAs has always been very low. Until recently that we have done significant engagement, we are able to increase the level of compliance. That is why we have chosen to publicize and to make sure we appreciate those MDAs that are willingly complying with the statutory requirements of procurement. There are a lot of MDAs that have failed to comply, big MDAs. However, you that have made efforts to comply with the statutory requirements, the MPPA want to appreciate you and showcase you to the public.
The Chief Executive Officer beget this was said to Ministry, Department and Agency them will agree for send a procurement plan before the end of March this year.
Procurement planning is a monitoring tool. It's a monitoring tool for both the MDA, the Ministry of Finance, and the MPPA. For those of you who think that procurement plan is not as important as doing procurement, failing to plan is planning to fail. If you don't have a procurement plan, it will be the first audit query from audit service that you did procurement without a plan. So your requirement to be compliant with procurement plans is statutory and it's in the law and it's based on law. So we are admonishing other MDAs that have not been able to comply with this statutory provision to make sure that they comply before the end of the first quarter. We are very much on a very strong drive to make sure that the Ministry of Finance, through the Budget Bureau, will not process allocations for MDAs that are not in compliance with procurement principles. The Ministry of Finance is strongly backing and is making sure that this time round, budget execution are in line with procurement planning, and so that credibility will be given to the budget.
For the corner NC, the National Public Procurement Authority could continue for work with MDA them for CC, then go by waiting the law say, but then procurement plan. Some of the institutions them where the National Public Procurement Authority don't give certificates to, but where they submit the 2026 procurement plan. We tell thank you to the National Public Procurement Authority for the certificate where they give to them and promise say they go continue for work with the authority. But say they go by waiting the law say as way for promote transparency and accountability and procurement business in the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Adeyemi Jackson, the report.
From that report, the program, Good Morning Salon, they continue. Inside this edition to the Radio Democracy, they look at the well-body sector, the thing they done the happen there for improve them. And the Minister of Health, Dr. Austin Dembi, done they give updates on waiting done the happen for improve the different health facility them na the country. With their updates and the way don't give Mr. Minister, now they can look at the 300 days declaration where President Bio will make waiting this initiative there about as President Bio will make this declaration at the 39th Africa Union Assembly in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Osaya announced 300 days of activism as way for improvement in the way still get challenged. And this initiative officially don't start March 1st this year. Mr. Minister, the 300 days of activism from the declaration where President Bio make waiting on the happen from the official launching to now.
Okay, so the background to this now, Salon don't get this dramatic drop in maternal mortality, don't get this dramatic drop in infant mortality, don't get this incredible vaccination coverage. But we not did it. We don't drop from 1,300, 1,600 per 100,000 live births. We're the closest to it, that's having 800. So the difference was so stark, we were able to depress them considerably. Now, I think with the last test we'll see now being 2023, we showed on drop to about 354 per 100,000. Again, right now, I think so they hover around 200. 200 from 1,300, now market improvement. But 200 still too high for this country. So for like you will drop them from 1,300 to 200, you must only do the right things. You must not get the proper policies. You must get the proper activities. But it be say not evenly distributed, because people then still they die. So what would they say? Let me get a focused attention about all the things that women they do right. Over 300 days for correct this, such that no belly woman not they die because of something we supposed to do, we will not do. Similarly, we're not going to do all this work for the belly woman, then it deliver the baby safely. Then we lost the baby between 0 months and 60 months. So we say, look, we don't reduce them already by 30%, but 30% still too high. What do we need for do now? Forget zero preventable infant death. And at the same time, we're not going to do all NCS for the baby don't born. See you get vaccine preventable illnesses them. The vaccine are available, then they in abundance, then free. We're not able to vaccinate the picking entirely. So now they say, then zero dose picking we don't born, we not get vaccine. We're not going to make let that happen. We'll offend them inside then they follow able for vaccinate them. We get some important tools that we don't get for this. First, we did create task force at the national level. We create a similar task force at the district level and the sub-district level, because we see it need everybody for this effort. We get tools then, like Press Track, which allow you to register the pregnancy and know outside the pregnant woman day, what's in a situation, what's in a profile. If you get high blood pressure, we help for work with them for manage the high blood pressure. If you get diabetes, we help them for manage the diabetes. If you get malnutrition, we help them with that, so that we do everything proactively for make sure say the delivery side it will be safe when you get very good antenatal care. So we want to make sure say no belly woman not die because of something we're supposed to do or not do. And we do the same thing for the beginning. So the president announced this now Addis Ababa. Say we Salon, we go for 000.
Okay.
And we see do also it challenged the whole continent. This is not a Salon issue no more. So they say all the other continents say UNICEF go try for 000. Now that we don't start here.
Mr. Minister, one of the goals of the 300 activism campaign now for CC Salon able to achieve 000 in all of them three aspects here. So you don't mention we want to get for do preventable maternal death, 0 preventable child death, and 0 dose. But again, a report they show say, however, for achieve them thing there, so the health sector still get challenged with regard of lack of antenatal care, shortage of skilled birth attendants, delays in emergency care, lack of blood for transfusion, weak referral system between hospitals. So how the ministry intend to achieve this in 300 days? So
this not the real important thing where I want to let Salon pay attention to. Because usually waiting to happen, people can focus on processes. Yeah. So you say, okay, we'll not get blood system. We'll put blood system. Oh, we'll not get staff. We'll recruit staff. You do piecemeal approach. What we don't do now for turn this around. First, you start with the goals, the ambition which you want for achieved, the health outcomes what you need for achieve. For achieve the health outcomes here, so you get for build the system behind them, for make sure say happen. For let you get 0 preventable maternal deaths, you need to forget the staff. You need to forget the drugs. You need to forget the facilities. You need to forget the blood. You need to forget the lab. So we build all of them in a focused direction. We track them week by week, month by month, day by day, for see if we move in the right direction. If you're not correct, if we see say we shorten medicine, we deploy the medicine there. If we shorten staff, we recruit the staff, we redeploy them there. If we see ambulance not correct, we bring more ambulances. If we get remote area that we're not able for access, we figure out a way for reach them. Again, you look at the health outcomes as the driver of the interventions. If you just work on the interventions, you go just to get workshop and meeting and conference and all over the place. At the end of the day, waiting and conference and meeting and the resulting. Okay. We focus on our health outcomes. Then you come back now and say, work towards achieving their health outcomes by fixing all them problems. So,
Mr. Minister, continue for the with we name Dr. Austin Denby, Minister of Health, as they take we through the 300 activism campaign where the ministry don't launch. Continue for the with we now the program. Inside the program now, we go for this break.
You been feel say it no go be, I tell you say it must do am. And anytime where it do am so, you know say na in do am. I dey talk about Balestino Computer Shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street and 3 Bojon Street Bo, then Bonanza. Usai all waiting there na den shop can reduce palm price where can make people feel say na giwe Balestino de giwe den tin and day. Well this time, Balestino glad for tell you say na double bump bonanza e get. We mean say e get the Ramadan bonanza and the Easter bonanza. Laptop, desktop computer, TV, iPad, iPhone, AC, bag, musical set, computer accessory, electrical and electronics equipment them all go down pan price we go make you at gladdy. You feel say na joke at a joke? Run go one ten at the shop. Now 5 and 6 Gloucester Street and 3 Bojon Street Bow. Now Fredo, as you go na the shop, say na the bonanza bring me come. Can't see where the staff then they run for sell you. Because Palestino in Ramadan and Easter bonanza na in one grand kinduam. I say, when you see me self they talk so, I don't go get my own original and quality thing them where they inside the shop. You know the secret behind this bonanza? You will get shop can go save na Palestino in shop and buy all waiting there inside the bonanza for let you save go make profits na the shop. Telephone 076 56 5432 077 805898. Palestino International. Don't ready for let you save make money for yourself because this bonanza na real bonanza.
أبصرت دربي يا شفيعي يا رسول الله أيها المختار فينا زادنا الحب حنينا
Bloomberg Digital Banking don't come for we.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Na bank I dey run go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko cuts your eye.
But Abula fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Na so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom any side na the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Aisatu Bloomberg Digital.
Aha! Aisatu Bloomberg Digital.
Yes, na me name. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloomberg Digital Banking.
Bingo! Waiting you dey wait for. Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit we website bloombankafrica.com.
No left piano, cause Bloomberg Digital they make you bank
with Colats. Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
In Salon, they continue from that break there. They continue the Minister of Health, Dr. Austin Denby. Don't talk about how the 300 days come about and how we get for work. And according to you, this now will ensure say on prevent infant death, maternal mortality, and other one them. The view go they say we really get what it take for ensure say where anybody go to hospital, let it not die because they go say this hospital be lack this or this not be there in place. The country get what it takes for let this come to reality.
Yes. Simple answer, yes. Because what you know happen, you don't demonstrate the capability and the capacity. For come off from 1,300 to 350 to from 1300 to 717 to 540 to 350 and now hovering around 200. Don't tell you say you able for do things we can reduce maternal mortality. What's happening now for ensure say this happens across the board, not so only PCMH and Connaught and Kenema and McKinney for getting capability as well, if they across the board. So what you don't do now for decentralize the effort, let me go district by district, chiefdom by chiefdom, neighborhood by neighborhood. And again, some of the key cause them for mortality, not to hospital no more. Yeah? Now what's going to happen in the community? If the person not pregnant, then it's not afraid for Kana Hospital, say it will till labor and delivery. If you been get high blood pressure, will not manage it. If you been get diabetes, will not manage it. So what do you try for do? This smaller group we don't left now, for all get to zero. We need to intensify our effort, or find out which in the pull factor for bringing them inside the hospital early, so that we go able to work with them. Again, as they say, we intentional for find out if the system they work or not. We intentional if we work. And everything we need for do, now we do. Again, we get a meeting with all of the matron in this country now about 2 weeks ago. The matron then they say, me, I don't see other side, but me matron, now me facility, no bella woman no go kaya will die because of something we're supposed to do. If you don't begin get us a decentralized effort throughout the country, I want let Salon get faith in Salon.
Okay.
Yeah? Let Salon people and get faith in the country. Because you know what's happened? The one whole Liberian Ministry of Health leadership, they travel by road for can see what they do in Salonia. Not a week goes by. In fact, this weekend, are they London? People and they wonder how we do things in Salon. Where we set out for say, look, human papillomavirus now a major problem now, so we get a systematic approach for eliminate them over time. One of the approaches now vaccination. You know, we did vaccinate 10-year-old girls. The first of all triumph where we get a vaccination effort, in about a week we vaccinate about 94,000. You know what you do lately? We say we go for 1 million, from 94,000 to 1 million. And you know what's happening at Salon? In 10 days, we vaccinate 1.13 million girls. You know what that mean? 1.1 million girls forever in their life. They're not going to worry about cervical cancer again.
Okay.
Now, that kind of bold action that they go on a Salon. I want to Salon people all believe in themselves.
So, in line with the 300 days, another officially launch them.
Yes.
So, who stage on the law talk about the first step? Things you see now, this first will they begin put in place for let it be actualized and achieved as expected.
Yeah.
First steps of achieving the 300
So
days.
again, I don't tell you what's happening. We're not to start from zero.
Okay.
We don't get so many successes already. Yeah. Where we don't drop this thing from 1300 to
but
less
more
than
need for
200.
be done.
So what you did do now? First, we share with people in the baseline. We go McKinney, Bombali. Over the past 18 months, now this now on our rate for vaccination. Now this now on our rate for maternal mortality. Month in, month out. Starting now going forward, what you wanna need for Leona able for reduce it? They say, oh no, we need for improve on the blood services. Would they help now with that? We need for improve on the labs. Would help with that. We need for improve on community engagement and community activation. We help with that on all levels throughout the country. And just before we go, one of the things that we really significant, but this drop will get in maternal mortality, not to freetown no more. Now across the whole country, every district you go to, you see this dramatic drop. So they go now district by district for go down to zero.
Quick one, Mr. Minister, you don't talk about the role of government and the ministry in the 300 days activism campaign. Now we look at building the confidence and trust of people, accessing for going at the hospitals them. Waiting at the role of the stakeholders and community people in this campaign.
So the stakeholders in the community, civil society, traditional leaders, youth, women's leaders, women's movement, nothing in this campaign. Yeah? So we did look at from two standpoints. Yeah? One, now waiting to go on at the community. First, we need to identify the pregnant woman and encourage them and support them and counsel them and deal with them for let them access the services, for let them decide for access the services. You need the community for that. You don't need doctor them for that. Yeah? Now, we then can inside the facility. Now they will your major role, facility-based effort they come now for ensure say where you come, then get all of the services them where you don't determine for them. So now do away. And for we civil society and the community, then get two roles for play. First, for participate actively in bringing their things. So second, let them be good partner then for hold we accountable.
Okay.
For ensure say if somebody come, they not treat them well inside the hospital, then we know what time and we'll go fix them.
Okay. Continue with Mr. Minister of Health, Dr. Austin Dembe. Inside the program, Good Morning Salo, we look at another issue. Outside the First Minister of Works and Public Assets, Almami Petito Koroma, say a team up for being the national chairman for the APC party as part of a commitment for help make the party win the 2028 election. He talked this in our interview to Radio Democracy, where he talk about the intention for contest for the national chairman position at the APC party. Well, Almami Petito Koroma talk more about intention to reporter Adeyemi Jackson inside this interview.
Yes, I confirm say me, Alemami P. Koroma, don't vie for the position of national chairman of the All People's Congress Party.
One good one for no like what actually inspired you or move you for you go in for the position of national chairman at the APC party?
The party don't live for quite a while, and I must thank the predecessors and even the current leadership for the role they don't play for sustain the party. But we see currently the party gets some areas there we need some improvement, especially in the leadership. For instance, we not get a full complement of leaders in the secretariat. That has to be filled. And as I say, the party needs new energy so that we will all come together, the president and the new, for form the formidable team where go stand against the SLPP by the next elections. And me, that's somebody where they come with a lot of such energy, a lot of experience and strong determination for lead the party to victory. After we don't sort out ourselves by way of uniting the party, because that also is something that we need to look at. And I count all of that in mind for unite the party and then for apply my skills, my strategies of bringing people together and working as a team for the gain victory in 2028.
Before we can look at these skills and strategy where they put together for CCA, you're able to lead the party to the 2028 general election if you become the national chairman. You earlier mentioned, say, the party need new energy for move the party forward. You think, say, Almami Petito Koroma, that new energy where the people or supporters at the APC party need at this point in time?
Oh, yes. You know, just like when you get a vehicle, you run out for some time. After a while, your mechanic will advise you, say, your engine need for decarbonize. And when I say for decarbonize, either for change some parts or for clean some parts and the like. And so the APC, as an institution, need for decarbonized and mean that the new part, we need for coming for improve the performance of the engine called the APC.
Let's look into this strategy and system where you do talk about, say, you get to move the party, go forward. If you become the new national chairman of the APC party, waiting at the new thing where they bring come at the table, where eventually go lead the party into the 2020 general election?
Well, it could be my style of work. My style of work calls for teamwork. We're not me one, but rather as a team, we get all players and our structures go be involved at all levels. Our organs, the youth, the women, the veterans, the disabled, the diaspora, all of them will come for work together. We'll mobilize ourselves. We know we'll left in the hands of just the secretariat because every member counts, every voice matters. That will be my number one priority in terms of mobilizing the APC for victory. We not like for day in a society or in a system where discord or conflict day. Even if I'm not directly involved, I would make my own business for CC will address any such aspects of conflict. And indeed, we'll get some of that in the party for now. So I will look at those areas and CC, we address them and we all come together as a family of the APC. Moving forward, people will form opinions if you're not open in your operations. Me go ensure that whatever we do could be played on a level playing field. Everything we do could be free, fair, and transparent, So if you do some of those things there, so we are ready for victory. Because there are just some of the things that we will practice that will ensure that we maintain as core values within the APC and we will abide by.
There are other people also who don't come out for the same position where you say don't show interest for. What do you go say about them people in terms of as you contend at them?
Well, unfortunately, me don't know of anybody yet. We don't come up for being national chairman of the APC. As I speak to you, I only know about myself. Let me don't make an announcement. So maybe that's just anticipation people that they make. And I honestly take it from me that I don't know of anybody who don't certainly say they vie for that position there.
In terms of the support base now the party, how you go describe the support base?
Now the entire country of Sierra Leone. My own support base na Sierra Leone. I come from Cambia district, but I work extensively, I create relationships all over the country. And through my service and through my interactions and my lifestyle, I can tell you, say, that the western area, that there I belong. Like Northern Province, Cambia, Putloko, Northwest Carolina, there I belong. Northeast, na Kaila, na Kweneduga belong. Na Tonkoli Ade, na Bambali Ade, I get property na Bambali. You come to the southeast, you go Pujan, Mayamba, Bo, na there Ade. East, Kono, Kenema, and Kailao. So the entire country na the base. Any side I go, maybe not in equal measure, but definitely I get a strong base at each of the areas in there.
Inside our interview day, you'll be listening to the first-time Minister of Works and Public Assets, Almami Petito Koma, where they talk to Adeyemi Jackson, but the intention where he say he get for being the national chairman of the APC party, as he say that in commitment they go make the party win the 2028 election. The program, Good Morning Salon, they continue.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Eds Allied. Pay other bill them and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
I praise me Allah inside this Ramadan.
Kini Joseph, who say you the run the go sola the holy o? I don't mind scororo. But I keep on my dey cambo, my dey go correct money. Tell me picking I don't say money for me but for the family. You know you read the news. I say PC Foreign Exchange Bureau. The Master Sabi Foreign Exchange Bureau na the country. They samba una with them Ramadan 1% cashback bonus. I say for any money where you go collect na any PC and Son shop, whether na through Western Union, MoneyGram or RIA, you go get 1% bonus cashback. So you will get from Bull overseas. We go send for you money for this Ramadan. You pick it in school fee, the house rent, money for pool zakat. No collect them, no side. Once na through Western Union, MoneyGram or RIA, just go collect them. Now PC and Son shops them all about the country. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the Combra Foreign Exchange Bureau.
Open.
The program now Good Morning Salon, they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Inside the program, we they take one part with headline story. Also, inside 2025, the Ministry of Health will sign $200 million health agreement with the American government. And this agreement now one way some human rights activists then believe say they make the Ministry of Health begin submit Salon people the health record to the American government. For sake of this, make the Chief Executive for Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, Chadi M. Fatoma say if the Ministry of Health not make the $200 million health agreement we then sign with the American government available for the public, the organization go carry the ministry na court. Abdul M. Fatoma talk more about this and the effect of this agreement to Cheno Jallo inside this interview.
According to the official data we are available, $200 million. And Sierra Leone and Madagascar, now they only get a similar amount. The highest African country in Uganda get 2.3 billion. Mozambique get 1.8 billion. It varies by country to country. You get Botswana get 500, you get Lesotho get 400. Total, we get 16 African countries. It get huge disadvantage to the people of this country, private data. And it get huge disadvantage on the government of Sierra Leone surrendering their health sovereignty. So meaning like we get for the share, we sample them for vaccine tests and other things, and also with data information, with personal biodata, we link to medical health, status. So it's a troubling one, and we don't see other African countries, civil society organizations, and don't challenge the governments, like Kenya, and similar process going for Zambia and Zimbabwe. So countries that they actually put pressure on the government for put the implementation of the agreement into a hold, because of the disadvantage we get against the state and the citizens.
Other people who we talk to, CSOs and within into health business, confirm say that we about this agreement, but they don't know what they inside the agreement. Never mind, see women to go around say with this agreement, the Salon government go for the submit health record to the US government. You said don't confirm that one day, like I say the woman don't go around. I want able to arrive at that conclusion they now so this agreement.
We able for know this from we other network them from other countries that we get similar thing.
But I see this one, I don't set eyes on the document.
We not set eyes on Sierra Leone document, but we preview to other country documents.
And I believe see the same agreement when they sign with Kenya and other countries, and that same one reflects to Salon.
No, a generic contract. They just modify a few things, but the principal, things and one for the sharing of information.
Okay. So you go confirm to this medium say part of the money or the money don't come na Salon government, yeah?
No, I don't get any clue about that.
Normally, when government can sign an agreement on behalf of the people of Salon, they can take some of their agreement and they na parliament for approval. You see this for happening in this agreement?
That's the legal procedure, and we don't get shortcut. We not for bypasser. So if we sign such an agreement on and on behalf of the Republic of Sierra Leone and then approved by Parliament, then I fault the agreement.
Let me talk on the effect with this get to the country, security and other sectors. I'm watching at the possibility they see a whole nation go there, like America, and they see directly on the health records of citizens in Nassau.
It take away with health sovereignty for control largely and protect the health records of we citizens or take care of young people then.
You don't know if these data do not begin submit already to the US government?
We don't know, but we don't know they say. The
because
agreement
it's not from December and we don't go like 4 months or 3 months now.
Agreement can be signed, but then the process will start. The agreement, the actual implementation of the project is also another, thing. I mean,
another people where you go talk to will tell you say this not the bridge. Privacy issues when it comes to patient the government, because the Salon government allegedly key health record of an individual like for say Cheno Jallo and health status, but in general they give.
Well, General make part of the general populace and the people of this country.
What are the idea in the first place for get this kind of agreement for Motunano? What are the benefits which Salon stand for get? Is that the money no more?
It's more about the money, because even Salon be turned down, that Salon will still continue to get a bilateral relationship with the United States, because Sierra Leone is a sovereign nation.
You want to advise to government at this point and not forget to this agreement?
Yeah, the government needs to put a pause on this until government explain to the people of this country the advantage and the disadvantage and the general good of this agreement for the people, because they enter into agreement not for the individuals that will pen down their signature, is on behalf of the people of this country.
Finally, as you mentioned at the start of the interview, don't South Africa countries and we take them government to court. I mean, citizens of South Africa countries and take them government to court, and then they be warrant government. The government then therefore puts a hold into the implementation of the agreement. Do now the plan for the same?
If the government of Sierra Leone can clean and clear for inform the people of this country about the advantage and the disadvantage and the general good of this agreement for all Sierra Leoneans, we could see a better option where we'll take, we use the legal system where we don't get confidence in, but now available, we will still use them. Even we get a clear mind that we may not be considered, because we get cases where case will lay down, don't wait for judgment, will go close to 2 years. So, but we go there with consultation with colleagues at this other country for share the experience with you and see how do we move it forward. But it may be a possible thing from we end.
Executive Officer for Campaign for Human Rights Development International, Chadi Abdul M. Fatoma, they talked to Chino Jallo inside an interview. They also say if the Ministry of Health not make the $200 million health agreement, we then sign with the U.S. government available for the public, the organization go carry the ministry in a court. And they talk this was SECA one agreement where it say the ministry signed with the U.S. government for CCA, then make citizen health status or health record available to the U.S. government. I come over to you, Mr. Minister. You don't listen to that interview. There two things from there. Talk about $200 million agreement where your ministry signed with the U.S. government, and also for make citizen health record available to the U.S. government. Which you get for say with regard to the insert we just play?
I extremely disappointed and sad. Chedri and Fatoma, we there. All you need for do now for come across and ask what is this about. He hasn't done that. So he doesn't have a clue as to what he's talking about. There is no $200 million agreement with Sierra Leone to start with. Let me provide the context of this. The U.S. government, when President Trump came, the U.S. government put about $56 billion into the global health space. The money now they go to Global Fund, now they go to WHO, you go to UNICEF, you go to a lot of different countries then they get a bilateral component where they go into individual country, mostly on the HIV front, the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR. So countries like Ethiopia, like Kenya, like South Africa, Kenya been get like $500 million a year, mostly for their HIV program. Tanzania, Zambia, Malawi, then they all get like $300, $400 million a year. The investment from the U.S. side of it passed the whole health budget. So when Trump came, he said, why would they put your money for all them countries they are so around the world? Why would not we use the money for WISEF? So he stopped the money. So overnight they removed all of that money there from the global space. The agency who the help for distribute all of their money as soon as USAID. They shut USAID down, closed the office. USAID been in support all them different organizations, all the organizations begin to shut down, even like UNAIDS, when I've been one of the agencies now. So they nearly shut down, and one person not left now the country. Yeah. So that's not the background for them. Then shut down and remove all of the money. So what's happened? Public outcry comes, say, hey, you know that money I own them they spend, people their life depend on them. So if you just pull on commodity, people then go die massively around the world. So the US government said, okay, if that's the case, we can come back. Or we'll come back on a different condition. First, what should they try for doing? For say, una need for take care of una own health. So the country they need for take ownership of their own country and health. That's not number one. We go cut in. We will give you a transition plan over the next 5 years so that it not going to be shock to una. We will begin reduce the money over the next 5 years for make sure say una take over una own healthcare system. Now I can't to Salon. Salon in our own situation. Salon, the US investment has not been minimal. Fortunately, we not get big HIV program now. So the investment have been very, very minimal investment. But when they pull down money they out of the system, we get for begin scramble, yeah, for see how for make up for that, especially for the HIV care
so,
treatment.
Mr. Minister, in terms of the agreement, which is specifically there at the agreement on our side?
Along with the agreement. Then get this new approach now, say, we'll give now a lump sum commitment. So they say they will give a lump sum commitment of $129 million to Salon over 5 years. Provided Sierra Leone, you're able to contribute to this by putting 44 million of your own money inside it from the healthcare. The difference now you they determine how the program will go. Now you they determine the priority areas where you want to work on. Now you they determine the partner there way for working. They're not going to give the government any money. They're not going to give Salon government the 129 million.
So there is nothing like providing healthcare costs, citizens in the healthcare court to the US government inside the agreement.
The component of the agreement, number one, now for make sure say we get ready in terms of pandemic preparedness and response. So you support the National Public Health Agency. Number two, for increase the workforce, we go able for take over the services here so for the country for the long term. Number three, we say we need data so that not so just opinion they drive the thing. Even before this US government issued the card, we say we need data, we need evidence for sure say what should they do now the right thing and we'll be able to make corrective actions. Let me tell you a good example.
Okay.
Yeah, a good example. We've been use what they call the Demographic Health Survey, DHS, where they do once a year, once every 5 years. So your whole planning, they depend on that data day from 5 years ago, where they took 5 years before. So in order to give you current information for you able to make decision now. What you want to do now for transition from that, for able to get as close to real-time data as possible, so we're able to make decisions. So even before this U.S. government discussion, we don't make arrangement, even this press track, what they do now, press track, now for allow you to know all the pregnancy in the country, who side in there, who that don't do well, who that deliver well, who that get difficulty, who that die. So that if we know that in January, we could do something about them in February. You know, they wait say the end of the year or wait say 5 years, but go begin check what's happened 5 years ago, we were able to fix them. So the need for transition to effective data for be able to make decisions is very, very important. Okay. Now that's how they do the transition, not just land, because it's now a very, very important thing. So right now, we then move towards surveys. From surveys, we move from generic things to looking at very, very close to real-time routine data. So this routine data will they collect now we they use for make we own decisions. For no outside the Belawoman and day. Okay. For no outside the Belawoman and die. For know how much vaccination we get. For then kind of thing. So what's happening when you get that kind of information there, you can share summary aggregate information with WHO, with people now they announce everything. We not collect personal information for share.
Minister,
is they against the law, Naya, for collect personal information without somebody in consent? Is they against the law in America?
Okay.
For collect personal information and share without consent. So for say we can make arrangement for take people the information, it is baloney. It is completely unconscionable, and I think it's below the
Mr. Minister,
of all of us to have
Mr. Minister, you say you're disappointed at Fatoma because of the interview we just played. But again, people out there, they allege say the ministry not make the information available past where they out as a result of rumor. Again, the ministry be in any way pull out a statement or engage the public on this agreement we on sign with the US government?
Yes.
When?
On the day of the signing, there was a press gaggle. All of the media was there. If you look at your records, and all of the media was there. Opportunity was presented to ask questions, and questions were answered. Press packages were handed out to everybody. We were going to the holidays, everybody just ran off. But again, this is not a secret document. The documents are available. You know,
they're available. Website.
Could you listen to me, please? The documents are available, but they cannot be released until you have congressional notification.
Okay.
And by the way, this is not a contract. This is an MOU. It's a handshake. It's a memorandum of understanding that Sierra Leone could back out of any time, or the U.S. could back out at any time.
Okay.
What they're saying is, we want to help you to take care of your own health. You remain in charge. You direct the resources. We're not going to go through NGOs. We're not going to WHO and all of these people to help you with your health. You take care of your health. We will help you over the next 5 years to transition to complete country ownership and sovereignty.
Okay.
If you go to Botswana, that's the exact same thing that they do. I was talking to my Botswana colleagues. That's the exact same thing that they deal with. The issue with Zimbabwe, the issue with Kenya and other places, they're linking the arrangements with other things. We're not doing that here. In Zimbabwe, they're linking it to mineral wealth. Here, we're not. This is a purely humanitarian. The U.S. doesn't need to help us.
Okay, Mr. Minister. Mr. Minister, we need to go for a break, and now we need to listen to Pekin Wakabot.
Another morning again. Ati Thursday, ati Thursday, ati Uya. Ati yesterday, I see video, I see picture of Zain. It make me arise. I know the politics enough for me mind. Ati Alex Zain, and I do woman Mandela, and Lanspina the man Mandela. Ati Zain. You self, you don't go down record say, you mean go bamba kayaka, pa politics. Ati, we know say waiting Zain talk, ain't not correct, but not so now, boo. That man with the same people and don't bamba kayaka. I know say right now you flag they up. You need to ask you comping them. When they don't use them, don't them put them in a corner mine, then you bad name, they all over. Now so that boy Uncle Kadi mean save them no make him president in the couch war. He even talk the money where they spend for couch war na salon. Which you do? Uno just all and go time. Na DIC, all and all day, later on una left farm. From that ended to now, nothing happen, no send na court mine. This injustice na this country don't pass mark. If you not party picking of ruling government, you can talk anything. Nothing not the come up behind the mind. I say Zain na for BIR. You chef, where you come on do you go no say you the opposition. You chef na girl, you too get smart. This BNT no mind. You just the raise no more. Now daddy they tell me say you act no sweet. Now tell daddy say let go lick sugar mine. This country every day you go back to worse, but PPSL patu na feature na people na they do. Una just the bread una bed for unu chef. Now they talk say if thing change, God just dey go in reshuffle. Una wey dey Vienna, now una go feel the pinch. The can next to don't go shuffle. The one that wey dey Vienna, now they dey feel the pinch. But this country, young man they no bag sense mind. I see going with you. We go see during the time when me the opposition, they elect 2 commissioner them. It no grumble, it no make any kind thing. Nothing. So if them in do bad trade, you say for continue do bad. I say go, not to this to me sabi you for do me I do you. Where I move there, a make a member, that paper way maintain fishery ministry, with every next to maintain power, Uncle Patso. That party as government change, now it took speed go oversee. You know what it and they mean? Now the kind of batty when self mean they do, and not if they around, then go pepper. But until beaucoup man don't make up his mind say, as election the near, some man don't pull out. We then call results. If you favor them, then come. If you not favor, then left day. But how long you no go depend on the mind? As CCP party bo unu chef bo, as you no release the say, una don't pin pa una what say, una no go take part. Pass the reverse silo in appointment. I say, wow, nice program, mine. What do una feel ba? Unu fi say, go reverse silo in appointment? I say, una dey imagine bado, because if unu say no more na go the reverse danje, I bet una say danje no dey happen. But then things their own self they do no fine mind. Una dey suffer the country. Na people they elect una. Now una don't go sit down na host. Where then talk, una say na for the people them. But plenty by the things they una they do, na for na political ideology mind. I say all them things that way they happen, it affects the country in development one. But then two political parties, if we get third force, by then they had the third force for don't grip the ground mine. I say, now this make a member Mr. Unido. Mr. Unido come, he give people the above. Bio Mr. Unido, na power I want mine. I say Mr. Unido, the tell way they go pick flag bearer for PPSL party they no give you. You carry a dungeon mine. Me na the honorable Piki Wakabot.
Wakabot, the will take few.
This very first one we they take say Mr. Minister, they come from Abraham Sisina on Facebook page say, Mr. Minister, if an MO is not a contract as you said, what then is the real implication for the people of Sierra Leone? How will it ensure proper service and accountability in the health sector? Clarity in agreement builds trust in service.
This other one they say, Mr. Minister, all what you're saying should only be attested by Sierra Leoneans when they go to any hospital in the country. It does not have to be a big hospital.
This other one say, what are the strategies to celebrate the 300 days activism?
This other message, they say access to basic health facility, Mr. Minister, you will agree that is still challenging, especially in the provinces.
This one from Mystics, another 21-day ultimatum by the Junior Medical Doctors Association of Sierra Leone. Inasmuch as they have outlined their challenges, hope your ministry will do needful by addressing their concerns because they are vital in the day-to-day well-being of Sierra Leoneans.
For Mystic Nadwazak on Facebook page, they say, as a nation, we have made some progress in the health sector, even though there are growing challenges at the same time. Lack of monitoring has been a major factor affecting the health sector in Sierra Leone. Hope your ministry will ensure there is a robust monitoring system in place to ensure deliverables in the health sector.
This one from Tunde Scott said the last audit report unearthed a lot of lapses in the health sector. We still have a lot to do more than just policies on paper. One of the main concerns right now is the 21 days notice by junior doctors.
This one from McTen and New England Ville is Mr. Minister, in a recent survey done by Chadi, they recommended that the Ministry of Health improve health care in the Pademba Road prison. What are you doing on this regard?
This other one, SMS say, Mr. Minister, This other one with SMS say, Mr. Minister, what do you mean by DHIS2?
Well, from the message and because of time, will they come over to you, Mr. Minister, for respond, please?
So again, you cover a lot of grounds. Let's start with the junior doctors. Again, we cherish, we doctor them. They're very important for the services what they render. I think one of the things that we're all for, they advocate for now for let we get a better remuneration for we doctor them following their training. At the same time, it's important for us say the doctor, the association, not a union. Yeah, we not a union, you know, get collective bargaining authority, a collective bargaining rights. You cannot have a strike. Again, if you get a strike when you tell people enough or go work, anything will go wrong, you personally liable for them. Again, but we don't want to go down that route. We doctor them. Now every citizen contribute to their education. This is not the one profession where 100% of the tuition and fees, now taxpayer then pay for them. You know, at the end of this training, the expectations are for give back to the community. So we try to do everything for make sure say the compensation appropriate, but it requires some sacrifice on their part. The fuel issue now, one thing with them in on the fight about for quite some time, and the government said this now benefits all the Guna. If funds available, we'll make sure say all Guna and fuel benefits 45 liters across the board. But as I say yesterday, the Ministry of Health now interesting ministry.
Okay.
Unlike the other ministry that we get a lot of junior people that were the kind side grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the Ministry of Health, most of the people that they come, not top people them, then they enter at grade 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then all they come with all of them benefits here packed to them. So right now, 75% of the allocation to the Ministry of Health now for cover salaries and wages.
Okay.
So what would they say with the young doctor them? Yeah, they do everything we can. With the work with the rotation, with the work with potential housing arrangements, with the work with the rural deployment benefits, with the work also for improve the hospital facilities so they can get the right kind of equipment, the right kind of mentorship. We encourage them for do the postgraduate work. We now all benefits to them.
Okay.
But we go make sure say the one day within the qualify, we recruit them early. If they get fluctuations in their salary, we try to fix that. On the quality of service side, now we commitment down it to salon. You know, again, now process. We're not going to do all of this overnight.
Okay.
But we get a clear vision, we get a clear direction. So, for example, this 300 days, they allow you for focus on health outcomes for we people them.
So when did they end the 300 days?
December, Christmas, Boxing Day. Boxing Day night at the end. So we get some clear window. We're not doing for 30 days. Okay. We're not doing for 1 week. We're not doing for 1 day. We're doing for 300 days because we get TikTok.
Okay.
Every week we find out what's happening throughout the country. Who says something wrong, we fix them.
Okay.
We correct them. So that by 100 days with the noting app, we begin to give reward then to district the way they perform. Performance-based.
In conclusion, what do people expect going forward in the health sector?
Would they expect so would they go towards this focus of achieving zero preventable maternal deaths? Will they work on the focus for achieve zero preventable child death? With the work on the focus for achieve zero dose children.
Okay.
We Ministry of Health people then jazzed up, they're ready. Would they ask the public for be equally jazzed up, Lord, do this because you know what happened? Beaucoup other countries and they pray for Salon law succeed. One let Salon people themselves stand up and step up to this law succeed because people that want copy, what should they do?
One for say plenty thank you to you, Dr. Austin Demby, Minister of Health, for where you take your time for be part of the program today. Well, because of time, family, so we will bring down the curtain for today's edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. Plenty thank you to the production team and plenty thank you to DJ Cliff for technical support. Fatmata, Samura, and team will make us see live on our Facebook page. We will bring today's edition of the program. Mina Adeyemi Jackson, they say goodbye.
And it's up to you, Kalonda says, stay tuned to this frequency. And Ramadan Karim. Bye-bye.
Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, that's not any program. Good morning, Salon. We come to you from the Society for